Next, an inquest has heard harrowing details about a house explosion in Morriston, Swansea, which killed 68-year-old Brian Davis. His neighbour told jurors she'd smelt strong gas in the weeks before the blast last March, which destroyed his home and left her trapped in rubble. She described how rescuers pulled her from the debris while her teenage son escaped through the wreckage. Other residents and passers-by also gave evidence, including a postman who was on his round when the explosion happened. The court heard Wales and West Utilities, which maintains the gas network, is represented at the hearing alongside the Health and Safety Executive. Libraries across Caerphilly were due to shut last weekend, but they will remain open after the High Court overturned an earlier ruling. 10 branches had been earmarked for closure because the council said it faced a budget gap of £29 million over 3 years. Campaigners argued that smaller communities would be hit hardest, comparing the cuts to going back to Victorian times. The council says it was disappointed by the ruling, but is committed to pressing ahead with what it calls its ambitious library strategy. Ministers in Cardiff Bay stressed that local authorities everywhere are under financial pressure, though extra funding has been made available. More than 11,000 people have signed a petition demanding a review of school transport guidance in Wales. The campaign began in Rhondda-Cynon-Taf, where only secondary pupils who live more than 3 miles from school now qualify for free buses. Supporters say that change leaves many teenagers struggling with long and sometimes unsafe journeys, while poorer families face extra costs. The petition will be debated in the Senedd after crossing the 10,000 signature threshold. Councillor Cathy Lisles argued the current rules fail to account for hilly terrain, heavy bags and the early starts pupils face. Developers behind plans to turn the Railway Inn in Fairwater into flats insist the building is no longer viable as a community pub. LA Railway Limited has reduced its scheme from 16 homes to 11 after objections from residents. A planning report claims refurbishing the pub would cost around £700,000 to bring it up to modern standards. Opponents argue the design remains too large, with worries about overlooking and extra traffic in the area. Some neighbours say the owners have allowed the site to deteriorate rather than investing in improvements.